Hello, mindful friends. Today we will be honoring the teachings of a very great man, Thich Nhat Hanh, who passed on Friday, transforming from a man, a human body, into an energy that will always be present and always be available to all of us at all times, in many forms, in many places. And so, as we honor his teachings and who he was and what he offered, we do so remembering that we can continue his work and we can hold his teachings in our own hearts so that they do not disappear from this planet. So that who he was, what he brought here, what he offered, does not leave with the passing of his physical form. And this in itself was one of Thay's greatest teachings, the no birth and no death. How something cannot come from nothing. How sometimes we believe that we were a no one before birth who became a someone, who then dies and becomes again no one or no presence. But how this is actually not truth, and that we cannot create something from nothing, and that we are not a no one that becomes a someone who returns to a no one, but that in fact we are manifestations of great energies and our character and our love and what we have to offer, and that it manifests into our form for a beautiful moment, a time on this earth, and then it once again returns back into this greater system, returns back into the oneness of all things, and appears in life in so many different forms, returns to us in the flowers, in the sky, in the birds, in the sound of a mountain stream. And so as we are celebrating the life and the teachings of this great man, we embrace this teaching and remember that he is not gone from us, and that his manifestation as this wonderful human who lived 95 very inspiring, very influential years on this earth, that although he is no longer that form, he is still present. And I think even he embraced the idea that his teachings were not just his. They were not just of Thich Nhat Hanh, that they had been present in this earth before him in many different forms, many different bodhisattvas before, and those who continue on. So he would not claim these teachings to be only his, belonging to him and stopping when he is gone, but that these teachings belong to this greater system and belong to all of us and continue in our hearts, in our work. And in light of this, I would like to read one of his poems, Please Call Me by My True Names. And this is in that same energy, that we are not just this one person, this one experience, but if we truly embrace this oneness and that we are part of everything on this planet, all the love, all the suffering, that it's much easier to touch that compassion, much easier to recognize that our well-being is the well-being of all, and that we are here together, holding these teachings, holding the difficulty, working together to help heal ourselves and the planet. So here is his poem, Call Me by My True Names. Don't say that I will depart tomorrow. Even today, I am still arriving. Look deeply. Every second, I am arriving. To be a bud on a spring branch. To be a tiny bird with still fragile wings. Learning to sing in my new nest. To be a caterpillar in the heart of a flower. To be a jewel hiding itself in a stone. I still arrive in order to laugh and to cry, to fear and to hope. The rhythm of my heart is the birth and death of all that is alive. I am the mayfly metamorphosing on the surface of the river. I am the bird that swoops down to swallow the mayfly. I am the frog swimming happily in the clear water of a pond. And I am the grass snake that silently feeds itself on the frog. I am the child in Uganda, all skin and bones, my legs as thin as bamboo sticks. And I am the arms merchant selling deadly weapons to Uganda. I am the 12-year-old girl refugee on a small boat who throws herself into the ocean after being raped by a sea pirate. And I am the pirate. My heart not yet capable of seeing and loving. I am a member of the Politburo with plenty of power in my hands. And I am the man who has to pay his debt of blood to my people, dying slowly in a forced labor camp. My joy is like spring, so warm it makes flowers bloom all over the earth. My pain is like a river of tears, so vast it fills the 4 oceans. Please call me by my true names, so I can hear all my cries and all my laughter at once. So I can see that my joy and pain are one. Please call me by my true names, so I can wake up, and so the door of my heart can be left open, the door of compassion. In reading these words of Thich Nhat Hanh, we recognize that he did not consider himself to end just with the man, or for his energies to just be held within the one man, but that he saw his nature as connected to and one with all beings on this planet, all life forms on this planet, and all experiences in this lifetime, the ones before and the ones after. And so he is not lost in the death of this one man, but continues in all of us. And that we see in this teaching as well, that we do not forget that even the greatest of teacher could see himself in the suffering, could see himself in those who commit acts that are unimaginable to most of us. But that he could see that that suffering has the potential in each and every one of us. And that seeing gave him the compassion that within these individuals he could also see the loving nature, the compassionate nature, and the ability to heal. And so in this teaching, we remember the compassion in our own hearts, and to not see ourselves as different from Thai, or different from those who suffer, and commit acts that we could not imagine. But that we too carry all of those energies within us, from our ancestors, from the old teachers, from the people in our lives. And so we hold compassion, knowing that we carry all the energies of the world and can heal them with love, compassion, acceptance, and peace. And that we still have access to all of Thai's teachings at every moment, within us, within nature, within the world. And as my mom reminded me the other day, also in the pain and the suffering, that Thai was there too. And that love and compassion are there too. So each time that we lose a spiritual teacher, the world stops for a moment, takes a deep breath, remembers all that they offered us in gratitude, in love, remembers who the person was energetically in their teachings, what they offered to the world, the healing. And we breathe and we center, and then we take the next step forward, continuing the teachings in our own hearts.